In this video, we're going to learn how to use the NewsBank LTI tool within Schoology. The first feature the LTI tool offers is the ability to launch a NewsBank product from within the sidebar of a course menu. If you look along the left side of the screen here, you can see a number of NewsBank LTI tool instances have been installed in this course. I can simply click on one, and what will happen is Schoology will present the launch window. In this case, we have to click the blue Launch Tool button because the tool needs to launch into a brand new tab. When the new tool opens in that new tab, it'll begin the authentication process with the NewsBank side of things. And once that authentication process is complete, you'll be inside the product. In this case, it's Research Rocket. If I run a search at this point, you'll see that I'm able to use the product just like a regular user who's been authenticated. So you can think of the course sidebar links in Schoology as just a quick, convenient way for students and teachers to get into one of the NewsBank products that your school subscribes to. I'll go ahead and close this new tab, and next we'll look at a different way to launch the LTI tool. If you click on the Materials section on the left sidebar, this is the second option for launching the LTI tool. In this case, we can launch the tool as a deep link response, which allows us to select a resource within a NewsBank product and embed it somewhere within our course. So if you click on the Add Materials drop-down, you can click on one of the NewsBank products, and this will launch a small pop-up window. Again, we're invited to click the blue Launch Tool button to launch the tool into its own tab. This will authenticate with NewsBank, and when the authentication process is complete, you'll see that once again we're in Research Rocket, but this time things are a little different. Notice the orange frame surrounding the page and the form at the bottom of the page that allows us to create a link to something within the Research Rocket product. If I wanted to link to this page right now, I could simply click on the Create Link button. But in this case, I want to do a search and find a document that I want to link to. So I'm going to go ahead and enter some search terms. You'll notice that the orange frame follows us through the site. Here I'm on a search results page, and now it's recommending and giving me an opportunity to create a link for the search results page if I wish to. However, I want to find a document to link to in this case. So I'll click on a specific document, and again we'll go to the document page, and you'll see that the document window is surrounded by the orange frame. Now in this case I want to actually create a link. So if you look at the bottom of the page in the lower left hand corner, you'll notice that the LTI tool is recommending a suggested title for this article. If I like this title, I can simply click on the Create Link button. However, if I'd like to edit the title to remove some information that I don't really care about, like the page number, for example, I can click on it and make the change, and then click on the Create Link button. This will close the new tab and bring me back into Schoology. And you can see that now under the Materials section, I have a link to that document that I was just on. From here, other students and teachers in the course will be able to click on this link, and it will again start the LTI launch process by inviting the user to click on the Launch Tool button, which will launch a brand new tab, and this should take us to the document that we just linked to in the previous step. You'll notice this time the orange frame is gone. We've already created the resource within Schoology, so we don't need to select another resource. This will just take us immediately to the document that was selected on the previous step. I'm going to close this tab now and demonstrate it again. Again, I want to go click on Materials to kind of refresh things. And other ways that you can use the LTI tool is, let's say I wanted to create a page within Schoology in this course. So I'm going to give the page a title. And in this case, I want in the page body, I want to include a link to something within NewsBank. So if you look toward the middle of the toolbar in the rich text editor, you'll see there's a drop-down called Insert Content. If you click on that, notice that there's a number of NewsBank LTI Tool instances registered on the sidebar. I'm going to pick one of those instances, and you'll notice that again we'll get a pop-up window inviting us to launch the tool in a brand new tab, which you can do by clicking on the blue button. This will launch the tool, and notice this time we're in Access World News, Historical and Current, and we have a blue frame surrounding the page. Now if I wanted to link to this page, I could certainly do that by clicking on the Create Link button. However, this time I want to do a different search, and my goal is to find a document that I want to embed in the course page that I just created. So in a second the search results will come up here, and you'll notice that the search results page is also surrounded by the blue frame. And again, I could click on Create Link here if I wanted to link other users of the course to this page, but that's not what I'm interested in. I'm trying to find a specific document that I want to link to here. And so let's say I want to pick this document. I click on the document to open it, and notice that there's now a blue frame around the document. In the lower left-hand corner, it's suggesting a title for the link. And in this case, if I like the title, I can click on the Create Link button. However, I really don't care about the page information. That's part of the link. So I'm going to remove that like I did in the previous example, and then click on the Create Link button. Notice that the new page that we're creating now has a sample link in it. And if I hit the Create button to create this course page, there's my new sample page. If I open the sample page, there's my link to open that document we were just viewing. If I click on this link, again, it's going to invite us to launch the tool by clicking the blue button so that it launches into a separate tab. It'll authenticate with NewsBank automatically and then redirect us to the specific document. Notice again, the blue frame is gone because in this mode we're not selecting a document or to create a link to. We've already done that part, and we're just trying to view the document from within the course page. At this point, I can close the pop-up page, and I'm back on the school menu. And if I wanted to continue this process, again, I can click on Materials, and anywhere that you have the rich text editor available in Schoology, you should have access to the NewsBank LTI tool so that you can add links to resources within the NewsBank world.